Good morning. This is day 3 of the 21-day challenge. It's Quan again, and I'm going to go through, if we have time, go through 2 builds. The one build was a fun build, and then the other build was the most complex build that I've ever done. I'm just a guy with some tools, so I don't know much, but I try. So this build is about, or this video is about the truck kitchen box that I built for camping. It was a few years ago. We were going on a trip to Vancouver Island, and so it was we do a lot of camping, and I grew up camping lots. And you know, when you go camping, you have all these Tupperware boxes. You haul out your camp stove, and then you gotta clean up. And then when you're in bear country, you gotta be extra careful because everything's gotta be sealed and things like that. So before I went on this trip, I spoke with my wife, and she gave me the go-ahead to build a kitchen in the back of the truck and all of our storage and things like that. So I'll just go through that today and how I built it. And the inspiration actually came from a gentleman on YouTube. He built something like this that looked pretty slick. So I thought, oh, I like working with tools, so I could try that and see how it goes. And this is almost done. There's a couple things I still want to do with it, and the nice thing is when I build this, I can always tweak it and change things around, and that's kind of the fun part of these builds and stuff that I do. So here's what the kitchen looks like from the back. So I have some rubber matting there that I got from Princess Auto. Just makes it look a little cleaner. And so this first part is, there we go. So this here's the paper towel holder. That's where this part here, I have a cup, and if I pull it all out, there's my Blackstone grill that I can grill so I can cook on the fly. It slides around still, so I gotta get some holes and open up some holes so then it sits and it doesn't bang around when I'm driving. So there's a grill and there's a hook up here, and I have in here, I don't have a propane tank, but there's a gas line right there. And then there's a propane tank that I can put in there to open it up. And then when I also strap a 5-gallon those Culligan water bottles in there. And then I bought, it was like 20 bucks. I bought a faucet from Amazon that's powered, it's battery powered, so I just press a button and then we have access to fresh water anywhere we go camping. And that 5-gallon pail lasts us over 2 weeks when we're camping like that. So yeah, and this is the drawers. Actually, I'll show you the other part later, but here's the cutting board that's sitting right here, so I can do my thing, and then I can cook right here. And all the extra stuff, I have an extra burner that I can take and put on top if I wanted to make an extra, like if I'm cooking on the griddle, and then I can cook something else here. Got all my Ziploc bags. Ziploc bags are super awesome for camping, for storing extra leftover foods, because they just all squish in one place, and it doesn't take a square box container taking up all that room. And then I have all my utensils and things here. And this part is the pantry. This still needs to be completed. There's an arm that I want to build that takes it and it lifts it right up. When I have time one of these days, I'll finish that. And this is the pantry. This is all of our little coffee maker for camping, and spices. The whole spoon set is actually, our cookware is all in here. So 2 pots, a pan, dishes, plates, everything's in there. And then something else I found from the YouTube guy that was really cool was that I could stick this here, and then I could put a garbage bag. So then these clips go right in here. Then I can throw all my garbage once I'm done, throw it away, no bears. And one more thing about this, I also have access to a sink. So I did have at one point, I built out a PVC pipe, I built a pressurized, it was basically a big PVC pipe, and then I hooked my air compressor to it, and it would pressurize the water, and then and I could hook this up to that water, and I have a folding kitchen sink, just like that. Put this away. So that would be the kitchen side, and this is the gear side. So I have a big cooler. This actually lasts pretty long when I go to when we go camping, especially if I lock up or I build get big Tupperware containers and fill it with water, and then I put 2 big ice jugs down here. Last time when we went camping, the ice lasted for 6 days in this cooler. Yeah, so this is where all my gear goes, and usually this is where all the supplies and things like that, wrenches, knives, tools, and then the tent ends up sitting back here. So it's really handy because then I don't have to crawl through the truck to get all my gear. That was a big pain in the butt. And when I first built this, I actually had it open. And on that trip, when I had it open, it wasn't the greatest because I had to move everything, move all this stuff out of the way to be able to pull out the cooler. So then I decided to build a cover right over it so I can huck everything in there, pull this cooler out when needed. And all I did for this was I found on Marketplace, it was a boating carpet. So it's all waterproof and everything like that. I got it for a pretty good price because the guy bought it to use it for something, didn't end up using it. So I like my Marketplace or Kijiji. And then I used aluminum angle iron, and I drilled holes in it to build this frame around it just to protect the wood and things like that. So yeah, kind of shared, that's what I wanted to share with you was my camp setup. And then tomorrow I'll share another build. I have another build in mind that I want to do. So yeah, see you later. Bye.